look how he looks now.
How long is that period that you had to go through, like the hard one?
The very hard one, it was like 2 years, since 2017 till the beginning of 2020. And I think 2020, it was really hard for everyone, but for me, it was perfect. You know, I felt that I'm alive again, you know.
Why was that? What changed?
I don't know, like my mentality changed. And I had less pain, so I started going to gym, even though it's not 100%. I realized that the most important thing for me is to feel that I'm doing something for myself and for my body. You know, that I'm trying to progress every day. You know, this thing is what keeps me alive. But I can say that in 2018 it was probably the hardest part, because I had another surgery on my leg. So my leg was open, you know. I had very big surgery with cartilage replacement.
Okay.
Yeah. At the same time, I had pain on my hips.
Wow.
Yeah. And at the same time, I developed a condition which is called coccydynia, which you have pain on the tailbone. I can't lay on my back, you know. I can't sit without special pillow.
Wow.
Okay, and I had this at the same time, and I couldn't sleep because I didn't have a position to sleep on. You know, when I'm on my side, my hip hurts, my both hips. You know, when on my back, my tailbone hurts. When I'm on my front, you know, my knee hurts because I have a surgery. And I was sleeping on these painkillers for months just because I couldn't relax, you know. And when you're like this, your nervous system, to feel pain all the time and to have not a single moment that you can relax because you don't have pain, it just drives you crazy. And I remember at some point I was, you know, the pain was so bad and I couldn't relax. I started hitting my head in the wall. I didn't know why I was doing it, but I wanted the pain to be somewhere else, you know. And I started laughing for no reason. I was just staying at home for months like this, and I was doing this thing. And I said, at that point, I thought that I'm going crazy. So this is when I decided to go to, you know, therapist, at least so I can, because I certainly thought that I'm going crazy, you know, because all of these things.
And you talk with the therapist?
I started going to therapists. I went to 3 therapists, and the first 2, they didn't help me. The third one, maybe because he was man and he understood me more, he helped me in some way. I started feeling more, I don't know, more confident, because the thing was that during these times I lost my confidence. Like I didn't have confidence at all. I never had confidence. I didn't know who I was. And I remember when I started going to the gym, when I started doing business with fitness and everything, I was becoming more and more confident. You feel that you can handle everything. And at some point in my life, because before this thing happened, I was very confident that I can fix everything. If I have problem, I fix it. I can do everything. When all these things happened, I realized that I can't. All my health problems I couldn't handle. I remember that. Before that, when I see, you know, comments of haters on social media, I was just happy, you know. I didn't care. But after that, if I see a negative comment, I was like, I don't know. I didn't like it. I was hurt, you know, because I realized these guys don't know what's my situation, and they are speaking back to me, you know. And I was hiding all, you know, probably most of the people, they will be like, why didn't you tell all this thing? is because at that point I didn't have the strength to say it. I'm just honest. I felt like I'm the most miserable person on earth, and I didn't have the strength to say it.
It takes a tremendous amount of courage to come out and say it now. So what made you want to share this story now, besides having the strength and having the courage now to share all of this?
Because I always knew that at some point I'm gonna say all these things, but I just wanted to feel more strong, stronger, because I'm telling you, like 2 years ago I was so fucked up. I didn't want it to live, I felt like I'm dead, exactly like this. I felt like I'm dead. Everything was gray, meaningless.
Did you have suicidal thoughts?
Yes, many times I had suicidal thoughts, and what I was thinking while I was going on the plane to see another doctor. I was traveling a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on the plane and I'm saying if the plane fell down, I didn't care. Probably all these people are gonna be they're gonna be crazy because the plane is falling down. I don't care, So yeah.
So you lived through all this. Here you are sharing the story. You conquered the biggest battle of your life. I'm not sure how many people would be able to come through all of this and be so positive, because actually right now you look really positive during this talk. So what's the future? You battled through this, so what's the future for Lázár Angyelov?
Oh, future, I don't know. I'm just trying to live my life at the moment. I don't think about the future that much, if I have to be honest.
So you're not trying to be 100% again in terms of your physique?
I'm trying, but I don't push things like I was pushing them before. I'm trying to focus on other things, because I'm going to tell you exactly how I was thinking before that. I was, the therapist, they made me realize this thing. I was totally moved by my ambition, nothing else. I was living because of my ambition. And I know that people never understood the way I live, because I was always dedicated to the thing I do. And to me, all the other things didn't exist, girlfriend, nothing else, To me, success was the only thing I knew, and I was living to be successful. And once I lost this ambition, I felt like I lost everything. Like I don't have reason to live anymore. So I'm trying not to be like this. I'm not overthinking. I'm trying to find other things besides lifting weights and trying to be the best at this thing,
You're just having fun.
Yeah, I started having fun. Like there was one thing that I was so ashamed of myself that in the summertime I was going with a tracksuit, before that, because I was ashamed of my body. And last year, I started to lift weights. I don't look like I looked before, but I look like at least like a person that goes to the gym a little bit, So I had this courage to go to start having fun, and I got a girlfriend, so she took me to the seaside, and I saw things that I haven't seen in years, It just made me feel alive again. I started to have my confidence back. Like it feels good, Even at some point I started to become overconfident, because once you overcome something hard in your life, you become more confident. This is how I think.
It's true. But this time I feel like you're wiser and you know not to push too much, even though you gained your confidence.
I was very, very stupid. Like I didn't know many things before. You need to do stuff that other people don't dare to do. So this is what I was doing, Even like you need to outwork everyone. This was my mentality.
Admittedly, extremely hard. I can see how your expression changes, but I feel like you have this wisdom now to go forward and be stronger than before.
Yeah, I think so, but you don't know what. I mean, the time will show. You know, you don't. I don't know what's gonna happen, but yes, I'm wiser and I know how to handle